Relationships are one of the most complicated things in pretty much anybody's life. There's so much love and sacrifice that must go into it for it to be successful. With school, sports, and church, and all the other things we do as people, many people struggle to even find time for relationships. Friends also have a major influence in relationships. The people you hang out with most will shape your character and who you become. When I was in middle school, sometimes I didn't hang out with the best influences for me in my faith. To be honest, in middle school I was lost. I didn't have an identity in Christ, so I tried to find it in other places. I tried to be cool and I tried to fit in, but the problem is, I never really did. I was trying to be someone I wasn't, and it was eating away at me. I felt like I never belonged, and I tried to fit in by being friends with the cool kids. These friends were not really my friends. They didn't really care about me, they didn't have my back, and they influenced me to focus on worldly things instead of the plan God had for my life. Some of these friends were in relationships, or they would tell me about girls that they liked, and I felt I should pursue the same thing. When I was in middle school, I had no idea what relationships really were. I didn't understand the sacrifice I needed to put in and the maturity necessary to have a successful relationship. I thought it was cool to have a girlfriend, and I wanted to have one. I got into a couple relationships without even really knowing the person I was dating. They never worked out because they were not part of God's will for my life, but I did not realize that when I was in middle school. I would constantly think, why does this girl not like me back? Or why do these relationships not work out? I felt as if God had turned his back on me and that I could never have a successful relationship. Like I said, immaturity was a big issue for me. I lacked wisdom and patience. I was blessed to have a few friends that went to church with me and are still some of my best friends. We experienced a lot of the same things in high school, like temptations, bad decisions, and we grew from these moments. And we were always open and honest with each other. Where we were at the beginning of middle school and where we are now as juniors in high school is vastly different. God has blessed me and my friends, and we are growing together as Christian men. I encourage you guys to find friends that share your faith, that challenge you and help you grow, that are honest with you and hold you accountable, that love you and have your back. Those friendships will last a long time and will positively influence your life if you and your friends continue to devote yourselves to Christ. These friends are so important because they would hold me accountable and make sure I put God first. When I started to like a girl, they would ask me if she really loves God and values the same things I do. These friends have saved me from so many bad decisions regarding relationships. It wasn't until a few months ago, in my junior year of high school, I met a girl that was a devoted Christ follower, valued the same things I did, and had wisdom and maturity. A Christian girl I really love. Everybody is different, and relationships are different for every person, but I strongly suggest that you find your identity in Christ and follow his will for your life before you ever consider getting into a relationship. Whether that takes a few weeks, a few months, or a few years, it is worth it. God has a plan for each and every one of you, and it is better than you could ever imagine. But you must first submit to him, and he will guide you in every aspect of your life. Don't let friends or anybody else pressure you into a relationship. God has a plan for you, and if it is his will, it will happen on his time. Continue to pray for good friends and future relationships. Sometimes I can't even comprehend all the blessings and miracles God has done in my life, and I pray he does the same for you.